anytime I put out a video, I'm thinking, what do I want to know? Or like, what's important? You know? Hopefully this will help somebody make their own choice. So that being said, it's at least understand something better, you know? And honestly, like the best way to learn something is to teach it. So the computer share people versus non-computer share people is a really interesting debate right now, because it's like, which side is the shill? Or is it just people that are just so confused? So what I really think it is like, here's what happened, dude. When you have let's take a little thing of this. Where's my thing? Oh, there it goes. All right, look. When we do this, right? All right, so you got the thing that sold me on computer share stuff, really, because I honestly, like, all right, here's the main thing, is that most people are nervous about computer share. If you're nervous about computer share or you're not going all in, like, I'm not all in yet, okay? Because I am hedging my bet. I'm going to explain this again. I have people message me on Instagram. I don't think everybody understands what I'm doing. So I'm going to be honest. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. You can agree with me or disagree with me. I don't give a shit. What I'm going to say is, this is what I'm doing. But I am on the side of computer share is at least helping us fill the float. Okay. I think there might be some drawbacks to computer share, but I think that overall it's going to help us fill the float and at least push us towards the MOAS in a way that, you know, we haven't seen yet. Registering your share, because what happens is I'm going to go over high level what I've talked about before, and then I'm going to give you the exact reason I'm on the side of computer share first. Okay. So the whole idea of it is you have DTC, right? And you have, let's say, computer share is like direct registering. Okay. And you have, let's say you have one share of GameStop, right? Another share of GameStop. Okay. So what the DTC does is they will sell that to everybody a million times over, that one share. But what one share actually is a one-to-one share to you. You know, Neil gets the share. There's Neil. Everybody say hi, Neil. He's waving. There's a little wavy hand. Marks right there. There's Neil. And Neil's waving. And so he gets one share. So in the computer share bucket, right? That one share equals like this one little marble. Okay. And there should only be a total, let's say 76 million. And truly, like the free float might be less than that. But that being said, the DTC doesn't give a crap. They can't even, literally in the documentary with Dr. T, and there's a documentary called Inside Job. And it's crazy. It talks about the DTC does not even understand how many shares they have. That's why it takes forever for them to find a share, right? To find a share when you direct register. The problem is, you know, the scary part is, okay, is it actually so this is where Charlie had a question. Charlie's question is, when you direct register like this on this side of the coin, okay, is it actually removing it from here and put it in this bucket, right? Is it removing this, or is it like basically doing a loop system where it registers in your name and comes back and still uses this as a fast agent, right? Computer share is a fast agent, and then you have registered in your name as a book entry, but still they are owed a certificate which still says it's in their possession too. So both say it's in their possession. So then you have to think there could be potential of, there's a lot of FUD and misinformation out there about like what prices can you sell computer share at. Some people said 1 million. Some people said, well, if it's over the phone, you can go up to 250K for, you know, sell. Like, let's say the MOAS happens, you can only sell for 1 million. Oh, wait, well, if you do it over the phone, though, you have to do it like this. And then some people said you have to, if you want to sell on computer share, you have to submit it in writing. You have to like write them on a napkin and then fax it to them. So obviously that's not ideal if the MOAS is going on, right? So there's two schools of thought. Whether or not that's true or not, I'm going to get to the bottom of it, because I just hear too much stuff, and I have a list of questions from you guys. So tomorrow on Tuesday, okay, on 9/28, I'm going to call computer share, and the Lightning Warrior is going to figure this shit out. And I'm going to make sure we understand this right here, because I think this is what most people are concerned about. Like, how fast is the system? Because we know we can sell if there's a market, right? If there's a market, they will let you sell. But what's the process? And some people have tested it out. I've seen them test it out, and you can do limit sells right now, and it works just like it. It works just like normal. But what's it going to be like when you, what's the threshold? What does it get to? So I'm going to go and explain that. But what sold me on that, Charlie's, you know, the fact that it's not, the concern was like, if it does this red line right here, this one right here, right? This red line right here, and goes, and it's still owed to the DTC somehow, that we're technically not filling the float up. But what we are is we are filling the float up. You know, you're 3 shares, another guy's 10 shares. You know, everything's filling up the float to where this thing gets to the capped out, and theoretically, they have to alert GameStop, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, which is great in our favor. And there's a lot of things that support that. Number one, here's one thing that supports it, is when you do this right here on Computer Share, you get a little notification, little receipt. It says, basically it says removed. Removed from the DTC, okay? So it will say there's like a ledger in your book entry on Computer Share that says removed from DTC. And that's exactly what we were hoping was the case. Removed. So that to me is everything is, what else can you ask for? Hey, is it removed from DTC? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know at that point, right? That's all I need to know. The second thing is, forgot what was it. Shoot, I forgot. Whatever. I started reading your comments. I should have kept it over here. But this to me is the biggest thing right here. Remove from DTC. Okay. When I saw that, I was like, okay, we're good. We're good. Any higher than 1 million requires written permission. Remember, CS is just a transfer agent. Yeah, Lena, I think you're right about that. I think that's what my consensus is, but I want to find out myself. I don't like reading anything online and just going, okay, that's great. That's the way it is. Because if you do that, like, then you'll start believing everything the news says or every conspiracy. But I believe some conspiracies, but you have to like look in there, right? You have to look into what's the truth.